my friends, welcome to this week's Make and Take. I am so excited about making this card with you guys because we are actually using pressed florals and botanicals from my mom. This card was actually inspired by my mom, which makes me really happy. So we actually sell these little packs of pressed flowers here at the shop. They're much larger than this, and there's way more in there. But I'm just gonna open this up here just so I can show you what is in this. So if you are working from a kit, then you are seeing these same things as well. I have two little pieces of plastic, and then I have some leaves and some florals kind of pressed in between the two pieces. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you want to grab a little pair of scissors, and we have to cut or break this little tape that's holding the two pieces of plastic together. I'm going to pull apart the plastic just slightly so I can get my scissors in there. And I'm actually going to recommend that you do this. I would recommend cutting the bottom and then the left and the right. That way we can open it up rather than have things kind of fall out. So now I'm going to go up from the top or from the side, and I'm going to open up that one. One of my leaves is already falling out, but these are so delicate. I don't want to accidentally crunch anything because I want all of these to look amazing for our card. All right. Oh my gosh, so scary. Okay, and I think I can just pull that open. Excellent. All right, so once you have opened up your piece of plastic, I'm just going to pull this over here and set this to the side for just a minute. And then you can open this up, and that way you have all of your pieces there. I'm going to put my little fern on there too. Now, I'm just going to mention to you that if you're opening up your kit and you're like, oh, Ellie, I don't have the exact same things as you, that's okay. Everyone's kit is going to be totally different because no two florals or leaves are exactly the same. All right, so the very first thing that we are going to do here is we're actually going to take our brown piece of paper and we're going to mount that right onto the front of our card, giving ourselves about a quarter or about an eighth of an inch border on all four sides. So I'm actually just going to use my fine line white glue here. I'm going to do a dot of white glue into each of the four corners. You don't need very much. This is a nice amount for it to stick in place. I'm using PVA, which is a bookbinding glue, but you really don't need very much when you're doing paper to paper adhesive because it dries really fast and it's very strong. All right, so once you have that down, we are going to start out by putting on these little pieces of paper. This has a felt texture on them. I love this paper. It is just fantastic and beautiful. So what we're going to do is the first thing we're going to do is glue this one right in the middle. You can use double-sided tape if you like. I'm just going to use glue because it just makes my life a little bit easier, and then that way I have just a moment to adjust. I'm going to find the middle, and then I'm going to find the middle this direction and this direction. So there should be about a quarter of an inch on the top and on the bottom. Now I'm going to take my other piece here, and I am going to lay this down, and there's going to be an eighth of an inch between the middle one and the one on the right, but there will be a quarter of an inch on the top right and on the bottom. Now we're going to do the same thing for our last little rectangle here. Boop, boop, boop. My little sound effects, because that's what I do. And again, we're going to lay this down with just an eighth of an inch between all of these three here in the middle, and then a quarter inch on the top, bottom, and left. All right, so now those are all nice and centered, looking amazing. All right, now we are going to take this little piece of paper here. I print my own stationery here, and so this is actually from a piece of 8.5 by 11 that's all lined, so then that way you can write your own little special notes if you would like. But for what we're going to do today, we're going to make these like little labels for our little florals or our botanicals. So I want it to look ripped, so I'm going to rip the edge of this first. Now I'm going to rip off a little piece, and you can adjust it so then that way it fits onto that little rectangle really nicely. And I'm going to do 1, 2, and 3 of those. Oops. I'm going to make a little bit better one there. All right, wonderful. And then we're going to need one more for the inside. So it's perfect. All right, so I have a grand total now of 4. All right, so now it's time to glue on all of our botanicals. I like to start with putting the one in the center first, and I like that to kind of be maybe the larger of the 3. So I have 4 in total here. I'm going to put the ginkgo leaf inside, but you can put the ginkgo leaf wherever you would like. And now might be a really great time to think about what you're going to name all of these. So you can make this as involved or as basic as you would like. If you want to find out exactly what petal this is, I'm going to guess. Oh my gosh, am I going to guess? It might be a Gerber daisy. but I'm not 100% certain about that one. This is a hydrangea, this is a ginkgo, and this is a little fern. So what I usually do is I'm going to call this a flower petal, I'm going to call this a hydrangea, I'm going to call this a fern. All right, so once you've decided where things are going to go, I guess I will lay this down. It's so delicate, I don't want it to get damaged. I'm just going to slide that off there. Oh, come on. Here we go, little fern. Yes, fantastic. All right, so that's what my layout is. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to pick up my flower petal. I'm using, again, the white glue, the PVA. I'm just going to put a little tiny bit of glue on the back side of this. You can do like a really fine little line. You can just do a couple little dots, whatever you'd like. It's okay if the petal is not in perfect condition. As you can see, mine's a little bit bent, it's a little bit ripped, but it's totally okay because the thing about nature is that it is not usually perfect. And so that's just kind of half the fun with it. Also, if you're looking at this and you're like, oh gosh, I really wish I had a fill in the blank, you could either come down here and pick up a new flower pack, so then that way you have lots of choices and can make a lot more cards, or if you have your own pressed flower collection, you can look in that as well. It's so sweet. I've told lots of people about the pressed flower packs, and there's been so many people that say, oh, I have my own collection at home, and I really love hearing that because we all tend to be attracted to different kinds of things, and so our collection of pressed flowers and botanicals is usually a reflection of who we are. You'll notice here when I did my hydrangea, I offset it a little bit because it's obviously not going to all fit onto the rectangle. That's okay. But where it's offset is actually the area where this petal was kind of concave a little bit because it had folded behind it. So it actually works out really nicely. All right, and now I'm going to put on my, my fern over here. So I'm trying to be super delicate with my fern because I'm so worried this is just going to get crunched so easily. I'm just going to do a really fine line of glue right on the backside, right along that vein. Oh my gosh, and of course I immediately drop it with all that glue on there. All right, I'm going to just do that. Wonderful. Oh my goodness. All right, so now you can either write your labels ahead of time and then glue them, or you can glue them and then hope it's going to work out. So I am actually going to take a moment here and write on all my little labels. Here we are. So for this one, I'm just going to write fern. Right on that little label there. So cute. And this one, I'm going to write hydrangea. And this one, I'm just going to say flower petal because I'm not sure if it's a Gerber daisy or not. Since I don't know 100%, I don't want to risk it. All right, so now I'm just going to use my glue here and put on my little labels. It's okay if it overlaps onto the botanical just a little bit. This is kind of like, I love this because it's a little bit like a specimen collecting, and you guys know how much I love potion making and everything, so specimen collecting just makes me so happy. Oh my gosh, I just love it. Oh, yes. Oh my gosh, it's so beautiful. I put a little bit of glue on the back side of this sleeve too. Okay, so now that we have our labels and our botanicals, oh, it looks so stunning. Now we're going to take our fun twine here and we're going to wrap this around. So I like to have my twine be on the front, but then wrap to the inside a little bit. So I'm going to start out by putting the end of this right here at the top, and then I'm going to wrap it along that, right along the top there. And you can have it overlap a little bit if you would like. And I'm going to go all the way around, and at some point I won't be able to go around anymore, and that's totally fine. So I'm going to see it until I'm going to move it until I have even amount of tails for my twine showing, and then I'm just going to tie one knot, and with my second tie, I'm going to go underneath all the rest of those and then tie a second knot. And that will get those all cinched together, and it will make it look wonderful. And then you can spread the little twines apart if you would like, but you don't have to. It's just a little extra fun thing that you can do. But I really like that the fibrous look on that matches so beautifully with the casual look of all of the florals, and then the ripped casual look of the little labels. Oh my gosh, it's so fun. And then I trim those little tails so then that way those stick out, which looks great. All right, now for the inside, we're going to just I'm going to put my little ginkgo leaf, and you can arrange it however you would like. I believe everyone has at least one, I think everyone has a ginkgo leaf in their packet, but for some reason you don't. There is a fourth botanical or floral that you can put in here. And then I'm going to write ginkgo leaf on here because I love the ginkgo leaves. Ginkgo leaf. And then I'm going to just put a little bit of white glue on the back side of my label. And then I like to overlap the label on top of the botanical, just because I think it makes it look a little bit more complete. All right, and there we have this week's Make and Take. Isn't that such a fun card, you guys? Oh, I always find that when we press flowers and we love how it looks, that we then just press more and more flowers, and then we don't ever use the flowers in art. And so people always come in asking me, what kind of glue do I use for flowers? I do sell glue sticks, but I do not recommend the cheapo glue sticks for gluing on flowers, because by the time the letter or the card is arriving to the recipient, things are falling off of the card because that glue is just not very strong. I recommend PVA. It's called polyvinyl adhesive. PVA is a bookbinding glue, but it's a great paper-to-paper adhesive, but it's also great for gluing on your flowers and botanicals. All right, hope you guys enjoyed our card. We'll see you guys soon. Have a happy day, friends. Bye-bye.